What is going on YouTube? Here back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and if we have time, the S&P 500. As you guys know, we do a different cryptocurrency here on the channel every single week with your guys' help. And on that note, we are still doing our crypto coin display giveaway. All you have to do to enter one of these bad boys right here that I have displayed in all my videos is just by commenting your favorite cryptocurrency down below and comment subscribe. Those two things will get you to a chance to win one of these free $130 crypto coin ticker displays. We're going to be doing the drawing on Saturday, so definitely make sure to watch that. And like I said, all you have to do to enter is comment that you have subscribed, because I will be checking, and your favorite cryptocurrency to be entered to win one of these bad boys right here. Now, more importantly, what we have to look at in today's video is obviously the major short that we had that happened on XRP. Big short opportunity, major dump that we saw across the market. We saw it on XRP mainly, and Bitcoin we saw a small correction, which was available to short, which was okay. Ethereum just keeps pumping up. We're seeing a ton of uncertainty across the board right here. We're gonna have to look at that, as well as Doge, which saw a small opportunity to leverage this to the upside as we retested bottom support. So a lot of things we discussed in yesterday's episode, and I want to continue from where we left off in yesterday's video, as a lot of the things that were discussed actually happened. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. Make sure to join us over at Discord, as we now have around 1,000 people that have entered the Discord. It is completely free. Definitely make sure to join it. I did link it in the description down below. Otherwise, let's jump into today's episode. Alright guys, as you can see, we are on, obviously, Crypto TV, and you can see just a couple of days ago. So, about 3 days ago, we made a video basically saying XRP Ripple, only 2 days left. And I think we were fairly accurate to say that. The following day, 2 days ago, we made a video that says only 1 day left. And then yesterday, we said happening today. And I think we hit it right on the head. As I say in technical analysis, it's very easy to catch the timing of when these breakouts are going to happen, but not necessarily the direction of which area the coin wants to move to. But we literally called the timing. We had a ton of people interested in this, watching it. We had a cumulative of like 40, 50, 60, 70, about 90,000 people total in the past 3 days that have watched the breakout, and a lot of people actually scored out really well by shorting XRP just the other day. Now, obviously, if we just swing right over, I just want to look at the current coin market cap real quick. Markets, for the most part, are down. Everything's down. I don't know what the heck internet computer is. We're going to have to research that. That just randomly appeared into the space, which is nuts. There's no percentage gain, but it's trading with 50 million in volume, 50 billion in volume, which is absolutely, nuts. I'm surprised we see this right here. We're going to have to research that. That's very shocking. Doge, which is currently at 50 cents. We have a lot of things really just breaking bullish. We have Shiba Inu, which I know is becoming the next Doge, supposedly people are talking about, which is up 1,800% in the past 7 days, 40,000% in the past 30 days. Absolutely nuts. 13 billion in volume. We've seen a major swing up, and I do believe this is going to be one of the, another cryptocurrency that's a pump and dump. So just stay clear of these. Obviously, people can become very wealthy in a casino, but casinos stay in business for a reason, and that's because most people lose quite a bit. So just be careful. Now, moving on, what I wanted to talk about with XRP. So, as we discussed the past couple of days, we've been tracking the point of breakout on XRP for a couple of days now. We started our countdown 3 days ago with a 2 day, 1 day, and then the final day, which was yesterday, of this big, volume-filled movement, which unfortunately broke us bearish, and it's unfortunate that we did that, but we did discuss that the coin seemed to have not only been using the uptrend right here, but top resistance at $1.61 and bottom support at $1.53. We noticed that we were using some sort of channel right here as of means of support, and really all we needed to do was just confirm if we broke bullish above here and closed a 4-hour candle above this resistance right here, we would be able to buy in for a big movement to the upside with about this much percentage gain, which we could easily track right here. You can see right here, this is about a 34%. And then yes, we could drag this here and get the, an approximate same movement. 34% would be around right here, 34%. So it's a very similar movement, except we had it to the downside. Same amount of volume, big correction, very easy for us to buy into it and capitalize off that run. And that was really the main focal point of yesterday's video, was the fact that regardless of the direction that we move to, we're going to have a lot of volume, which will allow us to buy in and not miss out on the run, which was very easy. So yesterday, very easy plan. Last night, we actually bought into this for a short opportunity. So we did discuss very in detail yesterday. You can go back. I rewatched yesterday's video like 1,000 times, but we discussed that this is bottom support. We discussed that if we break through bottom support here, close a little bit closer to, $1.50, we could buy in. If the 4-hour closes below $1.50, we can buy in to short the market to the downside. Vice versa, if we closed around $1.63, we could buy in and rally it to the upside. Either way, there would be a ton of volume moving into this market that we could capitalize on this. Obviously, everyone was wanting to see the market explode to the upside. Obviously, everyone wanted to see the coin break up to $1.84, $1.75. These things, people look forward to. I was looking forward to it. Was it anticipated? Not necessarily. It was, it was wanted. We anticipate, it was anticipated for the most part. We anticipated the run after we created these higher low formations. But obviously, every single time we retest these bottom supports here, you can see right here and right here, we have to consider the option of breaking through the uptrend and correcting to the downside. So yesterday, the second we saw confirmation where we actually saw the price of, XRP slowly start to trade down, that's when we started to consider the possibilities of shorting this market. Now, we didn't want to just buy right into it and see the coin reverse right back up, because we saw that 2 days ago right here, where prices on XRP were literally trading stagnant. We saw tons of uncertainty. Prices shot all the way down. We were reversed all the way back up. Vice versa, we had these major flares in wicks. So it's very possible that we were going to see the same exact movement happen yesterday with this candle wick right here. So actually what we did for this short opportunity on Bityard was we bought in the second we saw the confirmation close. So we closed right here at about $1.40. That's where I decided to short the market. I created a stop loss, and then we started to pump lower. And we went lower and lower and lower, and we went all the way down to about $1.20, and we just continued to move the stop loss lower and lower and lower. So we were able to lock in quite a bit of profit, to be honest with you. This was a pretty big drop from the point right here where we closed to where we currently are, which is about a 13% drop. When you leverage trade a 13% drop, you can make a fairly decent amount of profit. Now, obviously, nobody anticipated the market to reverse back up. I didn't anticipate it. Granted, we did hit the oversold market right here on the 4-hour, which would signify that the market kind of hit a bottom, but we were really oversold when this reversal actually happened. But we did get stopped out, which is fine. I was anticipating it. That's why we create stop losses. That's to cover our ass, because if we bought in right here and we didn't create a stop loss, prices would have shot us all the way back up. We actually would have lost money on that trade. But we did see the major reversal. Obviously, this was our confirmation candle. It's obviously so much better if we see the confirmation candle a little bit smaller, because we could have bought in right here at like $1.51. And then shorted it all the way down. But we were waiting to see confirmation, and it confirmed below the moving average, which was enough for me to buy into this coin and short it on, obviously, Bityard. So we did so. We put in for a short. Prices fell. Obviously, you can then close your position, open a new one, and create a lower stop loss than the prior one, and just keep scaling that all the way down. And then you'll literally just be locking in profits, so on and so forth. And that's the pattern and the method that I've been using until you can actually just move your stop loss above your profit level and your buy-in. But until then, that's pretty much the plan that I've been doing. And we actually made quite a bit of money. So regardless of the direction, that's really what I try to preach here on the channel, that I've been able to develop, patterns to figure out exactly when we're going to see, big volume spikes or big breakouts in some sort of direction. And that's what we did here on the channel the past couple of days. We found points of breakout. We discussed this. For days now, we saw the support levels. We discussed it. We found them. And then eventually it led to a breakout of some sort. Now, obviously, the hardest part in crypto is really trying to figure out which direction we're going to move to, whether it's to the upside or to the downside. But that really doesn't matter, because every time we usually see that point of breakout and we see that big movement, there's enough volume within the coin that will allow us to actually catch in to that movement. So yeah, if we start to see confirmation and a 4-hour closes above the resistance level, we know we can buy into that on the first candle and swing it all the way up and just move the stop loss up. and vice versa to short it. It's the same pattern. We broke through support yesterday. I mean, that's clear on this channel. We break through support. It's a short opportunity. It's that simple. I mean, I don't have to constantly be talking about negativity and bearish movements on the channel here, and I try not to because nobody really wants to hear negative movements and negative things, but we obviously have to keep warnings and possibilities of shorting it. And there's nothing wrong with shorting it because you can make just as much money, if not more, actually doing so. So it was very clear that the second we saw confirmation of that break below not only our uptrend, because we had multiple confirmations here, 1, 2, we had 3. So we had multiple confirmations that led us to believe that this was an uptrend. This was support. We discussed, if anything, if we closed below, if we traded outside and then broke below support at $1.53, we could short it to the downside. It was really that simple. So at any point that we saw confirmation below $1.53 and closed a 4-hour candle closer to $1.50, we knew that once that candle closed, buy in for the short, there would be plenty of volume, and that's exactly what we did, and prices fell even lower. Yes, we immediately reversed right back up, which is great, but we were able to capitalize off the run by shorting it and moving the stop loss lower. So it was very easy. You can see the amount of volume in the drop was enough for us to buy in. So this was about a 20% drop in less than a day. On a 20% drop, that gives you a lot of time to buy in for a short. This was 8 hours of consolidation and correction. So on the 4th hour of the first candle closing, you can buy in as it does confirm, and you can kind of get that hint once we get very close to the last hour, and then you can buy in for a short, and then immediately we reverse down, buy in, we shot back up, closed here, and then you just continue, so on and so forth. So very easy to do, not necessarily something that was challenging, so I'm very happy. A lot of people actually DM me, and we're talking in Discord about buying this short, capitalizing off the run. It's very easy to do when you have Bityard right here. Literally, you go to XRP, big short opportunity. It fell all the way down to retesting its 40-day moving average, which was very easy, and then even lower, it consolidated. We're currently closing back out at our 20-day moving average right here. You could see you literally just leverage trade this to 10 times, buy in with 1,000 or 2,000, whatever you want to do, and then you just click sell and short it, and it goes to the downside. And then the option right here, your live position, you can tweak your stop loss, which is very easy. And then also, what's a really cool feature about Bityard is they offer a demo account, which allows you to actually practice on the market. They give you $100,000 to start with, and then by trading around a little bit, you can actually make quite a bit of profit. So literally on like a day, on 2 trades, we were able to make over $700. So it's very easy. It's very easy to play around with this and show you guys. I highly recommend starting with this first, then switching over to actual fiat cash, because there's obviously a lot of risk just throwing money into accounts like this with little skill. But if you can land a few profitable trades on a demo account, then you're pretty much ready for the live version. Now, obviously, they offer, what I wanted to show you was Doge too. This is huge for me. I mean, Doge saw a big break to the upside the other day. We actually retested the 20-day moving average and popped up from there, which is something I want to talk about in a second here. But I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. This is an easy play on XRP. Obviously, there's a lot of other cryptos dropping, Ethereum Classic, so on and so forth. This is a big dump. What's expected? I mean, it's pretty crazy. All the you couldn't have went wrong. If you just put into any cryptocurrency, since February, you would have been up profit. You don't even have to be good at technical analysis to just know that anything you bought into exploded up in price. Just the amount of volume that's moved into the market, it just had to find a spot to lay dormant. But we did have this major run with an XRP. It's pretty much just a summary of today. Obviously, we now have to let consolidation do its thing. 4 hour, obviously, we're retesting oversold, so we definitely have to let the consolidation happen. The daily, we look okay. Obviously, once again, we're still very high from our moving average, and it's only a matter of time before XRP decides to come back down on its daily and retest its moving average, which is closer to about $1. So I would not be surprised in the near future if we do so. The other thing we have to consider is, now that we see this, we are creating a lower high. This is something that you can't necessarily forget about. And I'm just going to tweak these charts ever so slightly. This is still a factor, guys. You have to consider this. It's a start. It's something you have to look at. I mean, this is very interesting right here. So we might see coins move up, because this is beautiful. This is a beautiful uptrend, and I doubt a lot of people realize this, but long term, this is pretty big. This daily, we'll go to the 4 hour so we can get a better overview, but look at that. That's a big uptrend right here. Perfect support levels, perfect downtrend. I didn't even notice this before, but this is something that we really have to consider now. Big uptrend, big downtrend, big symmetrical triangle forming, and it is going to pop closer to about mid-May. So we have to spend quite a bit of attention. That's literally 4 days away from now. So that's huge. I didn't even see that before. Jeez. Wow, that's going to be a big one, guys. Clear resistance up top, clear support on the bottom. 1, 2, 3 confirmations. 1, 2, 3 confirmations. It's game time, guys. Couple days left. We have about 4 days left, 3 days left, and then this is going to be some pretty big stuff for XRP. So definitely pay attention to this. I have to go back to the 4-hour because this is massive. This is big potential for major volume. So we know the timing. We now have to figure out what exactly is going to happen. Ethereum, I'm staying away from it still. I'm sorry. I knew we were going to 4 grand. It happened. We went from 35 to 42. Absolutely nuts. Just a ton of uncertainty on this coin. I'm just fearful of it. With Bitcoin, bearish diversion still on play. I've been bearish for Bitcoin for quite some time now, ever since, pretty much the mid-April. And since then, we've had big drops to the downside. We had big resistances found. We had big downtrends. We discussed the bearish divergence here with the lower high formations on the relative strength indicator. Not only that, we have a beautiful uptrend right here, which broke bearish and is now starting to create lower highs. So with that coming, there's a big chance of a short, which happened yesterday. This was a big short too. Oh, I know a lot of people took advantage of the short on Bitcoin. We mentioned it very briefly yesterday, that Bitcoin had potential of reversal. We were hitting not only the downtrend, but major resistance right here. We don't necessarily yet have a big confirmed downtrend because we still only have 2 confirmations, but we're using this resistance level as a means to kind of justify why we were using it. And we saw a big short opportunity right here. We were trading at 59,000 and fell all the way to 54,000, 55,000. This is a big short opportunity. A lot of people shorted this yesterday. Huge shout out to you guys. You DM me on Discord as well as Instagram. Big movement, very easy to capitalize on. We capitalized off the short as well, and we're still in. So let's just see how exactly, Bitcoin rides out. We're looking, if anything, more so for a movement back lower, but we'll kind of just have to let that play out. Even on the 4-hour, we look okay. Still hitting the downtrend. We'll see how this wants to move. It will probably get stopped out very soon. There is an interesting movement right here. We'll see exactly how that moves. I mean, it's very small, but it's peculiar. I don't know. We'll see how this trades out, but you can see what I'm referring to. Let's see. But ultimately, short is still in on Bitcoin. XRP was good. We have to let consolidation help. But there's a bigger, this is a bigger trend that we have to pay attention to now, because this is going to be huge for XRP and for the market as a whole, and really justify which direction we're going to be moving to. As for Doge, yesterday I discussed that I was not going near Dogecoin with a 10-foot pole until we found some sort of resistance or support level. We discussed that if we were to retest this point, we could buy in for a short, and if we retested bottom support, we can buy in for a long. Now, I forgot to look at this, which is my fault, but it is what it is. But this was a big, buying opportunity for people in Doge. You can clearly see the big bounce we had off bottom support here. It was what I was waiting for. It just happened a lot quicker than I had expected. But obviously, when you have a coin that looks like this, and you see a beautiful uptrend and a beautiful resistance, we know when we hit resistance or when we hit support here, there's a big chance we're going to see some volume swing us up. And that's what happened. So this would have been a big trade, for Doge. We hit bottom support right here on the moving average, 41 cents. We shot all the way up to 55. That's a 14-cent jump. This was huge. But that's what happens. We were trading actually yesterday. We made the video. We're at like 52 cents right here. And I said, I'm not touching it until we get to support. And immediately after that, we did. And then, boom, big reversal to the upside. So, you miss some, you win some, you lose some. It is what it is. Not too worried about Doge, though. But I'm very excited to see what happens with XRP. This is a pretty big find. Very excited. It's going to be a big trade. We made quite a bit of profit yesterday off of Bitcoin and XRP. Can only look at so much. We missed out on Doge. That is what it is. But, otherwise, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. Definitely make sure to enter the giveaway by commenting subscribed in your favorite crypto down below to win one of these. Definitely make sure to follow me, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up. This does help support the YouTube algorithm. And I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.